My best friend texted, "We changed the wedding colors to yellow, and I bought a plane ticket. She hates yellow. It was our secret code for I'm in trouble." Zoe and I have been best friends since middle school. She's had a wedding folder since we were 14. Same colors every time, navy and white. In high school, her prom date brought a yellow corsage, and she cried in the bathroom because yellow feels like a warning sign. So 3 weeks before her wedding, when she messaged, "New colors, yellow plus silver. Can you change your dress?" Something snapped in my brain. I called her. "You got my text?" she said, voice too bright. Zoe's real voice is low and dry. "Yellow?" I asked. "You used to say yellow made your skin itch." She gave a fake laugh. People change. And Evan says it'll look good in the photos. Evan, the fiancé who always answered for her. "Everything okay?" I asked. "Totally," she said quickly. "Just tired. Love you," and hung up. I checked the venue's Instagram. The ceremony had moved from the garden Zoe loved to the indoor hall she once called a fancy cave. Caption from their joint account. "So excited for our elegant indoor wedding." I opened our shared doc. Guest list, playlists, vows. Her personal vow draft, the one she'd worked on for months, was gone. In its place, traditional vows, keep simple. E. The last edits weren't hers. Then I remembered a text from college, right after she dumped a controlling boyfriend. "If I ever act weird about my wedding, I'll change everything to yellow. That's your sign to come get me." Half joke, half serious pack. I texted, "Remember the yellow code?" She replied, "Ha." Yeah, I was dramatic. I'm fine. Promise. Zoe never types, "Ha ha ha." That one word felt like a siren. I canceled a work trip and booked the next flight to her city without telling her. At 11 p.m., I pulled into her apartment lot. Her car was there, lights on. When I knocked, Evan opened the door and blocked it with his body. "You're early," he said, smile tight. "Wanted to surprise Zoe," I replied. "She's asleep," he said. "She needs rest before the big day." It was 11:30. Zoe is a chronic night owl. From down the hall came a dull thump, then another. "Zoe?" I called. "She's fine," Evan snapped. "You really should—" I pushed past him. Her bedroom door was closed and latched from the outside with a sliding bolt. My heart started pounding. I flipped it and opened the door. Zoe sat on the floor, back against the bed, eyes swollen. When she saw me, she exhaled like she'd been underwater. "I knew you'd figure it out," she said. Evan appeared behind me. "You can't just barge in here," he hissed. I stepped into the room, so he had to stay in the doorway. "Do you want to leave?" I asked her. She stood, grabbed a duffel that was already packed, and came to my side. "If you walk out, the wedding is off," Evan said. "Everything's paid for. Your parents will be humiliated." Zoe wiped her face. "Better a canceled wedding than a lifetime with someone who locks me in a room," she said quietly. We walked out. He didn't follow. In the car, she finally broke. "He took my phone," she sobbed. "Said planning was making me obsessive. Gave me a new one I couldn't change settings on. I could only call people he approved. Changing the colors was the only signal I could send that he wouldn't notice. For weeks, he'd been helping with planning by vetoing her choices, taking over money, and slowly cutting her off from friends and family. When she pushed back, he'd lock her door so she could calm down. The next morning, her parents and brothers showed up with a moving van. They packed her things while Evan watched from the kitchen, looking suddenly small without his script. Police came, photographed the outside latch, took Zoe's statement, and suggested the venue should know why the bride wasn't coming. The yellow flowers were donated to a hospital ward. The DJ posted that he had an unexpected opening that Saturday. 6 months later, Zoe lives in another state and works for a nonprofit that helps people leave controlling relationships. She sends me little snapshots. Her lunch break on a park bench, a bookshelf she built herself, a messy desk at a job she chose, no secret codes, no yellow dresses, just an ordinary life that actually belongs to her. If your closest friend suddenly started choosing things you know they hate, would you catch it as a warning or write it off as they just changed?